Good morning everyone, this is Coach Gerald coming in live from GMG Chess, the home of the World Chess Champions. Today, let's solve chess exercise 139, which found in the game between Mark Taimanov and Lev Polugaevsky in Leningrad 1960. By the way, thank you for continue supporting us, my members, especially for those who answered this puzzle last time. We are reaching 5,000 this month of February. Without further ado, let's go now to the game between Mark and Polugaevsky. Mark played d4. Polugaevsky replied d5. c4, d takes c4. We call this Queen's Gambit accepted. Knight f3, developing a piece. Knight f6, Queen a5 check. Knight bd7, Knight c3, developing a piece first. e6, e4, controlling the center. c5, d5. This move challenged black. E takes d5, e5, d4. Counter attack the knight at c3. Bishop takes c4, d takes c3, e takes f6, queen takes f6, bishop g5, queen c6. Now we reach chess exercise 139, exactly the same position. Now white has many options. First, bishop b5, as one of our members answered. The idea is to attack the queen and pin the knight at d7. Next option is knight e5, attacking the queen and checkmating at f7. The next option is castle. Safety first, then attack the king. The next one is bishop takes f7, directly attack the king. And the last one, castle queenside, giving up the queen in exchange of attacking the black king along the e file and d file. Now let's check one by one. First, let's analyze knight e5. Knight e5, as I said, attacking the king and checkmating at f7. But black best reply is knight takes e5. It's okay for black to give up the queen in exchange for development and the mighty pass pawn. Then bishop b5, pinning the queen. Bishop d7. It's okay for black to give up the queen because of the c pawn and mobility of the black pieces. Bishop takes c6, bishop takes c6, attacking the queen, then attacking the g2, then white king is in the center, then the white dark bishop, then the rook at a1 and pawn at b2. Those are the target for black. At first, when answering puzzle, I think white is clearly better. But when analyzing thoroughly, black has good compensation for his lost queen. In analysis of engine, black is slightly better. That's why knight e5 is not a best move. Now let's check other option. The next one is bishop takes f7 check. Excellent move. White idea is direct attack the king. King takes f7 force queen f4. This is the idea. Then if knight move to f6, block the check, then white can fork the king and queen at e5. Then king e8. Then castle queenside. Now in one move, white king put in safer square than e1 and the good square for rook along the d file. C takes b2, king takes b2, queen b6 check, then king a1. The white king is safe in a1 square, and black don't have developed materials to attack the white king. Then white next move is brutal and force, that is rook h e1. After knight f6, rook h e1, king f7, queen c4. This is the idea. Then king g6, knight h4 check, king h5, then rook e5. White is winning because of the weak black king. The next option is castle at king side. This move is blunder, giving up the white queen in exchange for nothing. Then black reply is queen takes a4, accepting the sacrifice. Rook f e1 check, then knight e5. That's the point. Knight takes e5, bishop e6, b3, attacking the queen, queen b4. After this move, white attack exhausted, and black is clearly winning. The next option is bishop b5. The idea is to pin the queen and knight in the a4 to e8 diagonal. Then black reply is force, queen e6 check, then king d1. This is the white best try. The idea is to pin the queen along the e file. Then bishop e7, blocking the e file. Bishop takes e7, c takes b2, capture first the pawn, then rook b1 force. Otherwise, black will capture the rook and promote it to queen. Queen d5, check first, then king c2, king takes e7. This position is draw because of both king are in danger, but it is easier to play for white than for black because of white active pieces. Now the last, the best and excellent move is castle. This is the solution in the puzzle. Castle at the queen side. The idea is to put the white king in a safer square and activating the rook along the d file, which is very useful. then giving up the e1 square for white at the rook. If black capture, accept the sacrifice, queen takes a4, then rook he1 check, force, then bishop e7. Otherwise, if knight e5, that is checkmate to d8. Then rook takes e7, king f8, force, rook takes f7, king g8, then rook takes d7 check. Then after queen takes c4, rook d8 check, then fork at knight e5. Now let's continue to the game. Black reply c takes b2, rejecting the queen's sacrifice. Then king takes b2, bishop e7, then rook he1, pinning the black dark bishop f6 force. Otherwise, if black castle, then queen takes queen, then black is piece down after bishop takes e7. Now if knight move to f6, then white can pin the queen at bishop b5, then bishop b5, pin, then queen b6, pinning the white light bishop, then king c1, avoiding the pin so that the bishop can capture the knight, then f takes g5. If black castle, then queen c4 check, then followed by rook takes e7, then bishop takes d7 check, king f8. Black cannot capture by bishop d7 because now white reply queen takes d7 and white queen join the attack. Rook takes e7, good move, eliminating the defender. King takes e7, queen e4 check, king d8. Otherwise, if king f8, then queen e8. Then if king f7, then knight g5, then queen f4, bishop f5 check, king c7, queen e5 check, king c6, then rook d6 check, king b5, queen b2 check, checkmating, then immediately capture the black queen. After this move, Polugaevsky resigned. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.